Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Honorable Abdul Haro, MP Mandera South. This morning I have called you, members of the press, so that we can address a matter that occurred yesterday in one of my locations called Burmayow North in Shimpero Fatuma Ward in my constituency of Mandera South. As you all are aware, the whole region of northeastern, including Mandera County, particularly my constituency, Mandera South, is going through a very serious drought period. And as a result of the drought period, there's a lot of desperation. Livestock owners, goat owners, cattle owners, camel owners are going through very difficult times in terms of trying to search for pasture and water for their livestock. Where pasture is found, there is always lack of water, and where water is found, there is an acute shortage of pasture. So that to get a combination of both has been a difficult task. And that is why it became as a blessing when the county government of Mandera did a borehole at Burmayow North just a week and a half ago, after a desperate search for groundwater for many years. Using modern technology, a borehole, surface water was found, and a borehole was drilled at Burmayow North about a week and a half ago. Unfortunately, that strategic borehole, which was drilled by the county government, because of either desperation or because of whatever reasons, all the due processes for opening a borehole after drilling it seem to have been neglected, and the borehole was opened to the public without necessary checks for contamination, and as a result, 120 goats belonging to several families in Mandera South constituency, and particularly from Burmayow North, 120 goats were found dead under mysterious circumstances after drinking the water from the said borehole. This is a very serious incident because at this time of the year, 120 goats is a very serious loss to the pastoralist from the region. One goat at this time is going for about 20,000 Kenya shillings. And if you calculate that 120 goats by 20,000 shillings, that is approximately a loss of 2.4 million to the pastoralist of Borehole North. And this causes a serious concern, especially at a time when our people are struggling economically, at a time when pastoralists are struggling with their livestock. Apart from that, the borehole which was opened to the livestock, usually it's also used for double purpose, for drinking by humans. I think this is a clear warning that what has killed the goats may most probably also be able to kill the human beings. And therefore, we are looking at very serious health concerns, public health concerns to the people, if they drink the same water that the goats had consumed. And therefore, we ask our people to keep off that borehole until proper investigation is done and the contaminants that have killed the goats is known. And that's the only time when we think the water that can be used by human beings. After the public health, the testing is done, the contaminants has been found, and the cause of death is verified. That is the only time when our people can be allowed to drink that water. In the meantime, we are asking the officers concerned, the officers, water department in the county government, the officers concerned to move with speed. We are asking even the officers from the national government concerned with water testing and purification to move with speed and do the testing of that water. And the responsibility definitely lies squarely with the relevant department and the county government, because you cannot do a borehole and then you ignore all the other protocols of testing and finding whether that water is safe for both the humans and the livestock. I think at this juncture, we are asking for serious testing of that water to ascertain what exactly killed the goats, what were the contaminants in that water that killed the goats, and then of course we'll ask for accountability and responsibility for those whose neglect caused these deaths of 120, and we will definitely ask the county government for compensation for the poor farmers who've lost 120 goats in Burmayow North. 2.4 million loss for the poor livestock owners is not a small feat, and we will be talking to the governor and the relevant officers in the county government, and we will demand for compensation for our people who've lost their goats under those circumstances. And we demand also for immediate determining of the contaminants that killed the goats, because what has killed the goats can also kill human beings. And we are sending clear warning to our people not to drink that water until testing is done, chemical analysis is done, and it is verified what exactly killed the goats. I think an incident like this had happened sometime in 2000 in Kargi in Marsabit, where 7,000 goats had also died after drinking from particular boreholes. And an analysis that time had found that the water in those boreholes had been contaminated by some poisonous chemicals. And this is actually what we need to be done in Burmayow North, so that we know exactly the chemical analysis of the water at Burmayow North, or whatever the contaminants that has caused the death of the goats. And going forward, I think we are in a period where I think county government is looking forward to doing more boreholes. And if the county government will go ahead and do more boreholes, we will request or demand actually that stricter protocols and regulations are followed, so that boreholes are not just done and open to the public without testing and without ascertaining whether that water is fit and safe for drinking for both humans and livestock. And therefore my parting shot is, I tell the people of Burmayow who are my constituents, poleni sana. That was a very, very sorry incident which should never have happened. We will go to the bottom of it to make sure accountability is withheld, and we will make sure compensation for those who have met the loss is done. And I know this has come at a time when we are grappling with very serious drought, at a time when people are fasting. It's a Ramadan period. And I say pole to you for the difficulties that you are going through now, difficulties of the heat from the sun, difficulties of losing your livestock, and difficulties of suffering as a result of the neglect of some of our officers in the county government that has caused this death. Poleni sana, and we will update you more on this incident. Thank you.